Alright, Joey, I got my beefy deck. Now, I know this doesn't make any sense with the narrative, but I expect you to have some better cards by now, because this is how video games work. I know the whole of Egypt's been taken over by Haitian and all that shit, but you better have some more formidable cards for me. Keep things interesting, give me more shit to talk about. Speaking about stronger cards, I'm sorry I had to whip out my strongest deck, but you know, after I fight you and the other villagers for fun, I gotta go do some endgame shit. And I don't have time to be fucking around, you know? I know, it's cute you have Red Eyes Black Dragon and Guilty of the Night. Alright, that's real cute. And normally I would try to construct a deck that would make those cards a genuine challenge, but I had to go fight like 10, 15 more duels after this against people who just whip beaters out on the field. Beaters that could easily decimate my strongest cards, so you understand. This is a good chance to catch up, though. I should mention that Future You isn't nearly as aggressive as you seem to be. I mean, I didn't see him very much, but we didn't even duel. And I know that we're not in the end game yet, but you're pretty ballsy in the end game, and I don't see future Jono being that reckless, that strong and determined, you know? I mean, I guess future me is kind of a pussy too. I was talking to Simon in the crack between dimensions, and he mentioned this short, dopey kid represented who I would be in the future. And what kind of future is that? That's not character development. It seems more like character regression, if you ask me. Hey, Joey, don't beat yourself up so much, alright? You did your best, but I've seen the game's meta, and I need the meta to save the world, so there's no going back. No, listen, hun, trying harder has nothing to do with it. You just need better cards, okay? I know you're trying to be sweet and like, determined and shit, but you just need better cards. Go get better cards. Hey, Ancient Egyptian Taya, we really need to talk about your future prospects. Yeah, sure, we can talk while dueling. This is basically Let's Catch, right? Let's Catch with cards. Man, fuck, I want to play that. Alright, so Taya, I saw Future You too. You basically just gave words of encouragement a lot, which is more than you do now. So, Future You has that going for, at least, because what do you even fucking do? But anyway, we need to talk about your future business prospects. I can see you owning a card shop sometime when the old guy currently running the card shop kicks the bucket. And I need you to hear me out. You need to advertise cards that do things. I think we both know you don't have much of a career in competitive card playing, okay? Running things like tenderness and shining friendship, okay? So hear me out when you run your little card shop business. You need to advertise cards that do shit, not things like House of Adhesive Tape. Okay, Tayana? Nobody wants House of Adhesive Tape. I'm sure someone in the real Yu-Gi-Oh game outside of this video game would want House of Adhesive Tape. But nobody in this universe, in Forbidden Memories, wants House of Adhesive Tape. Nobody wants that shit. Now, Future You didn't have House of Adhesive Tape. In fact, she didn't seem to sell anything. She did have some sweet-looking Blue Eyes White Dragon plushes, but those apparently weren't for sale either. But I'm just assuming, for my sanity, that you're not going to be like the current card shop owner or Future You, and you're going to be smart enough to actually sell things at your card shop. If that doesn't work out, you could always get into pyramid schemes. Now hear me out, I know that sounds like a really stupid pun. But seriously, have you seen the amount of jerking off people do here to pyramid symbology? This thing we're playing on, this rotating duel arena, it has pyramids on it. We're in a place right now with an upside-down golden pyramid. You know what, I feel like a real idiot. I could have brought back Wi-Fi technology or a phone or something. I fucking stole some little brat's cards. Speaking of that kid, he probably has a fucking angry mob after him right now because he just stole some ancient Egyptian artifacts. Just kind of took them from people. He's probably getting the shit beaten out of him right now in front of the stadium. I'm sorry, at the back of the stadium. Next to the dumpster. I mean, actually, it seems like you played the same, you just had slightly less shitty cards. So maybe take the opposite advice that I gave Jono, you need to play better. Hey, Villager 1, you have some of my favorite dialogue in the game. Surprisingly sobering, introspective dialogue about the current situation. Kinda wish all the dialogue in the game was like your dialogue is right here. Because the shit you're telling me right now, the way it's worded, the way it puts things into perspective, really makes me actually give a shit about you and what's going on. This game needs more of that, because the story goes interesting places, but see, lines like that, it's all we've got to keep us saying, that's a good line. And that one right there, that's good too. This is all good shit. This game needs more people like you, Villager 1. Oh, yeah, sure, we can play card games, that's all I do. That's really all this game is. Yeah, no hard feelings. Hey, so I didn't want to ask this to Teo or Jono, but you seem like a guy who thinks a lot. You seem like you're good to have philosophical discussions with and more serious discussions of a more serious subject matter, Villager 1. How many people are there left? Like, when I inevitably save this place and take it over, how many people am I going to have left to rule over? I mean, I don't mean to sound shitty, I'm definitely going to save Egypt. It would improve my quality of life, personally, by an immense amount. But how many people are there left? Because that immensely changes my feelings toward the situation. Because if there's like thousands, tens of thousands of people left, then I gotta reinstate a government, and I gotta go find some praetors, and it's just a lot of work, you know, but if it's just me, and a couple of bumfucks like you and the other villagers here in the dueling grounds, then we can just kinda hang out, you know? I'm planning to enslave all of the high mages that betrayed me, so if it's just me and you guys all here in the dueling grounds that are left, then we can just hang out. Now that I know that the Millennium items are a source of limitless dark power, anybody who opposes me, I'm just kind of planning to bibbidi-bobbidi-boo them out of existence. So we can just kind of take it easy, if there's only a few of us left, is what I'm saying. Then we can play shitty card games all we want. I'll even change the rules so they're less shitty. Thinking about adding a new system where the monsters go somewhere when they're destroyed. Hey, don't take it personally, my man. We talked about some good stuff today, stuff I couldn't talk about with anyone else. Hey, Villager 2. Still talking about rare cards. I see some things never change. You want to know how to get rare cards? You go into the menu, the main menu, not the card shop menu, and you select free duel, and you duel against Tayana and the other duelists like 200 plus times, and you can get all the cards you want. So I know the narrative of this game goes really far into the origins of this cardboard we're using right here, which is one of the things I like about it, is how absurdly deep it goes into the origins of this fucking cardboard, and how this cardboard came to be, and what powers it possesses, and blah blah blah. But you ever think about playing Snakes and Ladders? Don't get me wrong, I fucking love me some card games, alright? I love card games, but getting a real itch to play Snakes and Ladders. And as I understand it, this is around the era where Snakes and Ladders was at its most popular. Do we have any Snakes and Ladders boards left? Kinda thinking I'd like to try that out. You know, Villager 2, this is inevitably how all commentary over card games goes for me. At some point, I just fucking start talking to the character I'm dueling. But it really helps if the character has something to build on. If you get what I'm saying. I'm saying you're as thin as paper, Villager 2. I'm saying you don't got jack shit going for you. Villager 1, you know, I extrapolated from his introspective dialogue. And then I did a whole bit based on that. But you, what do you have? You just talk about rare cards. What am I supposed to fucking do with... I already made the joke about there being a free duel option in the main menu. That took like 5 seconds. Try being more interesting, please. Because, you know, Villager 1, he seems like someone I could actually be friends with outside of this video game. Seems like someone I could actually hold conversations with. But you, I mean... You sure do like rare cards. You sure... That sure is a thing. Yeah, again, sorry, running my meta deck. I gotta go save the world in like 3 minutes, so... Can't really be asked to use a weaker deck, sorry. Hey, Villager 3. Hey, it has been a while. That's kinda sad. You up for a duel? Because I remember you being pretty arrogant last time we dueled, and I really like that about you. You know, I don't want to undermine the character development you're having here because it's genuinely engaging and depressing. But could you go talk to Villager 2, maybe teach him how to have character development because you're doing a good job of it. Hey again, Joey. No, I don't want to duel. I've got to go outside and save Egypt. I'll catch you later.